like so. Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of the Manhood Mentor Show. I am your host, the 6-foot giant reporting for duty. Yes, sir, Jabbar Lance Brown. And I want to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody under the sound of my voice. I hope you guys have your family around, your loved ones around. This is a very special time out of the year. I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. Look, we've been getting a lot of support throughout our whole campaign and throughout our whole mission. So we want to say thank you first and foremost, right? And this is a small token of our gratitude is what we're going to do today with this show, right? So the title of today's show is considered the Christmas Get-Together, right? Because I know some of you guys are going out on a get-together today. I'm getting ready to go out on one. I'm going to get with my family, friends, and loved ones. We're going to go up. We're going to have a good time. So the title of today's brief lesson is considered the Christmas Get-Together Rules You Can Use, right? And the reason that we titled it that way is because what I've noticed over the years is sometimes you get some people who don't know how to act when they come out. And even though you want to see these people, they just don't come with the right attitude and the right temperament, right? So I figure, man, maybe if we do a brief lesson on it and we lay some ground rules to get the foundation up under your legs, man, like me and my brother say, now you can get your legs up under you and you can stand up out here and make the right decision. So look, man, without further ado, this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to jump right into the list of the Christmas get-together rules you can use, right? So look, number one on the list, right, of things you should do when you go to the get-together or to get prepared for the get-together, right, is remember that today on Christmas is about Christ and not about you. Hello, right? Today is about Christ. Christmas is about Jesus Christ, okay? Not you. Boom. Now, what does this mean? This means that get your vibe right, okay? Get your headspace right and know that today is to be a celebration for the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's not for you to prioritize your wants, what you want, the way you want things, how you want things over acknowledging and reverencing the reason for the season, which is the birth of Jesus Christ, right? The second thing on our list of rules you can use going to the get-together is to fix your attitude, right? Now, how many times, right, have we, let's say attitude adjustment, right? How many times have we went to a function, a gathering, a get-together, and it's a good group of people there because it ain't no party without the people, right? You got a good group of people at the party, but some person shows up with a piss poor performance or a piss poor attitude, right? You got a good group of people there, but it's always a Bama around, like what we say here in the city, right? And that ain't never a good look, especially when it's your family, because you can't really turn up on your family like you would a person on the outside. So you got to be a little more patient and a little more considerate with your family members because you got to see them again. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, goodness, man, who invited her? Right? Who invited him? Why didn't he go to bed early last night so that he can get his attitude right before he come in here acting like a Bama, acting like it's about him and not about Christ, acting like we supposed to be servant to him and in a servanthood capacity to her, but you not coming in here trying to hold nobody else down. Look, fix your attitude, show up with an attitude of gratitude, and that'll help determine your latitude because we going up today. We're going to have a good time, and hopefully this lesson help you out with that. So look, number 3 on our list of rules you can use for the Christmas get-together, right? You want to go to the store and you want to actually pick up something to bring with you, right? Right? So this is going to say, bring an item. Now, why is this important, right? Well, we know that the 3 wise men traveled to and fro to come meet and see Christ at his birth, and a lot of people bought Christ gifts. Whenever you go to anybody's house, it is a measure of good faith and consideration to show up with the gift. Why? Because you are getting ready to receive the hospitality ingrained in the home. So in turn, you want to extend hospitality by bringing something. If you go into your aunt house, your uncle house, your cousin house, your mother-in-law house, your father-in-law, your grandmother, grandfather, whoever house you're going to, think about that person who is the host, whether it be man or woman, and think of something that they may like, even if you got to call them and ask them, look, do you need me to bring something? If they say no, what a good measure to always bring, even if a person say no, you bring some beverages. Everybody don't eat snacks. Everybody don't eat tater chips, cookies, uh, ice cream, candy, cake. Everybody don't eat all of that. So if you bring a case of water, if you bring some ginger ale soda for the indigestion, if you bring, maybe some sparkling water, get some beverages at the least. Some little huggies for the kids, some of those Kool-Aid jammers, the big bursts. You feel me? Bring something to drink, even if they tell you don't bring any item, any food item, but it's a good measure to call before you get there and ask them, can you bring something? Even if it's napkins, paper plates, forks, something, man, some rolls, hot dog buns, you understand me? You want to show up with something in hand as a measure of consideration and good faith because you're getting ready to be invited into someone's home and receive hospitality for the duration of the time you're there. So look, number 4 on our list of rules you can use for the Christmas get together today is when you get there, right, you want to make sure that you greet the host. Boom. Now, we've had many a get together at my house for the past, maybe 10, what was that, 2009, what's this, 24, man, probably about 14, 15 years straight, man. We've been turning up, enjoying ourselves, having a blast. You want to make sure that you greet the person whose house it is. And this is very important, right? Because this is like first of all, you give them respect. Right? No matter where they at, whoever house it is, oh man, they downstairs, they out back, they upstairs, all right, cool. I'm gonna make sure that I greet this person to let them know I'm on the scene. Hello, I gotta make sure I let them know that I'm on the scene, lean and mean, because they may need my help specifically with something that only Jabbar can do. But now you know that Jabbar's here, have no fear. See, I wanna make sure I tap in with them in that way because now I got that connection and I can hand off my gift or my item that I bought for the home, and now I can establish that rapport so I know that they got my back throughout the day and they know I got their back throughout the day, which in turn will, invite me into a little more favor and a little more hospitality from the host, right? So look, number 5 thing on the list that you can do as a measure of good faith for the day. We're giving you rules you can use, right? After you greet the host, make sure you have a brief conversation too. Like, don't just greet me, look, man, I'm here. If you need anything, holler at me. If not, then I'm gone. Nah, you want to have a brief conversation with them too, right? Ask them, is everything going good? Is there anything that I need to know about? Is there any house rules that I need to know about? Because I want to make sure that I wipe my feet before I walk in a man's house. I want to make sure that I'm honoring protocol before I get comfortable around here. You might want me to put my shoes in the garage. I left them downstairs on the doormat. You might want me to put shoe covers on my socks, but I'm walking around barefoot. Who knows what the rules are unless you greet the host and you ask them. So look, the number 5 thing on our list of rules you can use for the day, you want to greet the other people in the house too, right? Greet other people as well. Okay? Now, why is this important, Jabbar? This is important because what you do is you now give yourself the opportunity to see who's else in there that you can connect with. Hello. See, you might not always connect with the host throughout the day because the host is going to be busy. But the other people in the house, you want to now introduce yourself to them, whether it's your family, whether it's a friend of the family. You might not have seen your aunt in a long time, your cousin, you ain't seen him in a long time. Greet the other people that's in the house too, because what this does is this now creates a warm atmosphere, right? People see you moving around, people see you being interactive. Now you've helped them to loosen up and for them to become interactive. Now I know everybody is not as communicative as me, and that's fine, right? You don't have to be, nor is it a necessity. But the thing is you still want to give yourself that option. So if you don't greet everybody, you still want to greet at least 1 or 2 people that you didn't show up with, because what this does is this increases the anticipation that other people in here gonna start interacting with each other as well, because they seen you come in with the right attitude. They see you greet the host. They see you set something down, not just for yourself, but for everybody in here to use. They see you greet other people. They're like, man, my man showed up with the right vibe. My man showed up with a high frequency. See, high level, not high level. And now, good behavior, just like bad behavior, is contagious, but we promoting good behavior for the day. So look, after the number 5 thing, after you greet other people, right? I gotta say this, family, because we see it far too often, right? Before you eat, okay? Before you eat, you want to greet everybody else. After you eat, and when you start maybe indulging in, some other festivities, man, you might start indulging in a little inebriation, you want to make sure, right, that you don't drink too much if you into the drinking. Hello, you want to make sure that you don't drink too much if you into the drinking. Why? Because we've seen many a person turn into a bammer off the alcohol. We've seen many a good encounter turn into something destructive, violent, negative, and sometimes the law enforcement might even get involved because the alcohol has taken control of behavior that otherwise may not have been present. And you want to be mindful of this because this could ruin the whole day and it could ruin your reputation, right? So now, number 7 on our list of rules you can use to make sure that you have a good time at the Christmas Day get together, right? You want to be present where you are. Hello, you want to be present, right? And you want to play. You want to play some games, right? And you want to be interactive, right? The reason that I say this is because oftentimes we see some people who show up and they kind of being selfish. And the reason I say you being selfish is because if you drove in, if you gotten up, got yourself cleaned up, put your clothes on, drove wherever you drove, went to the store, picked up these items for the get together, came to the get together, introduced yourself to the host, chit-chatted with them for a minute, kicked it with them for a minute, introduce yourself and greet with other people, kicked it with them for a minute, got some food, sat down, got you something to drink, and now you moving around. Why are you not interacting throughout the day with the other people that's here? This is what's going to keep the get-together going, right? If you look around and see people on the wall, everybody on their phone, everybody kind of zoned out in their own world, why are we sitting in the same room together? Right? We didn't drive an hour or 45 minutes or 30 minutes to sit in the room and not be with each other mentally and emotionally, even though we with each other physically. See, we got to put these cell phones down, family. The cell phone is robbing you of the moment that you could be creating and the memories that you could be creating with the people that's there. Hello, I got to say that again. The cell phone can be robbing you of the moments and the memories that you could create with the people that's there because you beeline on the phone. You don't need the phone while you around a room full of people. They're your entertainment. See, this is what we used to do back in the day. This is why when we grew up back in the day, we were so close because we didn't have this divisive device in our life at the time, right? We had to learn how to interact with each other. We had to play with each other. We had to end up and bust out a new game or play some cards or maybe go in the back and play the video game or go outside and start racing or go throw the frisbee or go outside and play one hop or go outside and play hoop up and throw back tackle. We used to go and do all of this stuff because we had enjoyment from being around each other because we didn't have this phone as a distraction. Don't let the phone distract you today. Interact with the people that's there around you at the get together and be present. Look, number 8 on our list of rules you can use to have a great time at the get together, right? After all that I've told you, right? Check back in with the host after you've done all that and be willing to clean up. Right? Now, I know I'm going to lose some people right there. Some people going to say, well, Jabbar, why would I come to somebody else's house and clean up? I didn't host, they host. That's why you should help to clean up. Because even though you didn't host, and the host is the host already did all the work on the cleanup, so you should be willing to do the work on the pickup. The host did all the work on the setup. You should be willing to do the work on the cleanup, at least some of it. And if everybody in the house has that same mentality of number 8, being willing to clean up, you ain't gonna be cleaning up by yourself anyway. You feel me? If you do everything I'm telling you to do, and everybody who watching the video ends up at the get together, everybody gonna be doing this. Everybody is gonna be coming in, remembering that it ain't about them, it's about Christ. So you got the right attitude. Then you're going to have the attitude of gratitude. So you're going to be looking to serve and be more courteous while you're there. Then you done bought something from the store. Then you greeted the host and you had a small conversation and asked them what the house rules is. Then you greeted other people to introduce yourself into the room, into the cipher, so other people know that you're present and you're ready to enjoy yourself for the day. You being mindful of not drinking too much. You being mindful of being present, playing games with the other participants in the room, and being interactive even with the little kids, right? If the mother, the father, the sister, the brother see you interacting with the little kids, they gonna love you even more because they gonna say, man, that woman got a great spirit. The kids love you. You understand? The mothers love you, the aunts love you, the uncles love you, the cousins love you, your woman love you, everybody love you, man. Christ love you too, man. right? If you listen to what I'm telling you today, family, you're gonna have a great time at the get together, right? Be lining around at number 9. See, if you're willing to clean up, what this also shows is it shows that you remember number 1. That is not about you, that is about Christ today. And Christ came to serve. So if you notice, all the things I'm telling you to do is with the servant's heart and the servant's spirit. Oh, yes. So look, number 9 on our list, y'all, we get ready to land this plane real cool and smooth, just like how we do, right? You want to make sure that you're being mindful about going home early, man. Right? Right, go home early and on time. Why is this important, right? Because, man, when the event over with and it's winding down, people want you to get out of their house, man. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here, right? Because me and my honey bunny might be ready to go get some one-on-one time, right? Once we cleaned up and we had a good time, sometimes people hang around too long and it kill the vibe because now you start doing things and saying things that you otherwise wouldn't have introduced into the day and into the event because you didn't know what to do, right? I was always told, and remember this, family, you can use this too, man. I got a lot of stuff that I just give away, right? Always remember to be on time, but know when to go. Hello, be on time, but know when to go. You don't need to stay all the way until they flip the lights on you and tell you that you got to get out now. If you know that the event about to be over with at 10 or 8:30, man, you need to go tap in with the host. Look, man, I'm going to be rolling out in a minute. Anything else you need for me? Nah, man, I don't need nothing. Or if they do say that they need something, at least you got that last hour to kind of correlate with what the host want, and then you can still sign everybody off. And then by 9:30, they shut down at 10. You gone, you in the car anyway. By the time everybody just getting their hat and their coat on, you already pulling up at your own house, ready to move into the second half or the nightcap for the night, which we all enjoy. So look, man, number 10 on our list, right? And I'm going to go ahead and land my plane like this because I got to get out the door, right? Number 10 on the list, the rules you can use for today to make sure that you have a great Christmas Day get together is to remember to be thankful, right? Be thankful that you got the invitation to come to the event. Be thankful that you got a card to make it to the event. Be thankful that Christ came and was birthed today to be the Lord and Savior for all those who accept salvation. Be thankful that you're in good health to even enjoy yourself and move around and greet the host and greet the other people at the event. Be thankful that you're in your right headspace and in your right heart space, that you showed up with the right attitude and a servant's heart. Be thankful that you have money in your pocket to go buy a gift or to buy a food item to set down on the counter for the potluck, right? Be thankful that you're in good health enough to be willing to clean up and actually be able to move around to do the cleanup. See, you don't gotta clean up, you get to clean up. It's about changing your perspective of what the day is about and what you're here to provide to the day. So look, family, that's my time for today. I just wanted to come in and give you guys a quick shout out, tell you how much we appreciate you. Look, make sure that you guys get on the waiting list for the Manhood Mentor Agency, right? Where we're gonna have over 20 courses in the agency, helping you with everything from getting your first home to getting loans to getting credit cards to being able to now become independent and move out of your mother's house. If you're that young man who's still trying to get up on your feet, we're going to show you how to get your first apartment. It's a number of things that we're going to be able to help you with to reestablish you in a position of dominance and authority and independence into manhood. Make sure that y'all click that link in the bio and get on the waiting list for that. So look, I'm the one who tell you get your mind right, then I tell you get your grind right, then I tell you get your shine right, then I tell you that you will end up in the limelight. Until the next time, Manhood Mentor, 6 Foot Giant, and I'm out. Hello.